Hello and welcome everybody to my YouTube channel. My name is Dejna Vida, formerly known as Snazo Nana Zondi, and welcome. So today, as you can see by the title of the video, the question is, we're posing a question to all my viewers and anybody who's watching this channel and this video specifically. Are you the healthiest version of yourself? So I know early stages when we are younger, we are taught that we have to break down sentences and stuff so we can understand every single part of the question. But I think the main parts of this question, if you understand, is healthiest version and yourself. So what do we mean by healthy? Because people might be nyanda, or whatever. That's still part of the package. But when we're talking about the healthiest versions of ourselves, we're talking about it whole roundly. And are you the healthiest person to yourself, mentally, physically, emotionally? Are you 100%? When you talk about healthy relationships, we're talking about relationships with your family, your friends, with your church, with your loved ones, with your work colleagues, with the environment, with society. How's your relationship with that? And if you search for what makes a healthy relationship, they say it's trust, understanding, communication, respect, and all those things that I just mentioned. So when I say, are you having a healthy relationship with yourself? Do you trust yourself? Are you honest with yourself? Do you respect yourself? I don't know if you understand this. We focus too much on trying to have healthy relationships with other people that sometimes it consumes our beings and we forget to have relationships with ourselves. It's really not that deep, but I'm just trying to make you understand what I'm trying to say. We focus on, I have to have a healthy relationship with my partner. I have to have a healthy relationship with church. I have to have a healthy relationship with my work colleagues and work in general. But are we healthy with ourselves? Do we respect ourselves? Do we trust our own decision making? Do we understand ourselves and be like, yo, do we? Like, personally, I'm going to talk about myself because this is my channel and everything that I talk about is based on my own experiences. Okay, like sometimes I don't trust myself. Like, I get anxious when I have to make decisions because I'm like, am I making the right decisions? It's not that there's anything wrong with me, but there's that voice at the back of my head that's just like, yo, ask for a second opinion. For example, with this channel, like I was confident with my other video that I made, and I was feeling so confident and I was like, oh my god, it's a good video. But then it comes with anxiety, and he's like, are you sure? And you're like, oh my goodness, quality is the best you can do. And then you start like overthinking, overlooking something, and I just didn't trust myself. I didn't trust myself, and I was just like, yo, bro, I'm probably looking at this and it's probably shitty as hell. And then I started feeling overwhelmed and started feeling sad. Like, and then I turned to my best friend and I was just like, dude, is the quality good? Yeah. And when I was saying that sometimes we trust other people, we don't trust ourselves, it's because immediately after I asked my friend and he told me, yeah, the quality is good, I was like, oh yeah, the quality is good, I got this. So my point is that I trust him, but I didn't trust myself. And that spoke volumes to me, and I was just like, let me just discuss this and think about this clearly. Like, I trust my friend more than I trust myself. And then it started to dawn on me that every time I have to make a decision, all throughout my life, every time I make a decision, I have to ask for a second opinion. Not because I used to think, no, I just wanted to validate whatever. Who says you need validation? From who? Then yes, no. Why do we have the constant fear that we have to validate each other? And we need other people, my point is. We need other people to validate ourselves. Like, and I'm not too sure where we get it from, and maybe in next episodes I'll maybe try and look it up and be like, why are we so dependent on other people to make us feel like, yeah. Personally, I don't trust myself. Like, there are days where I trust myself and I'm like, yeah, full throttle, let's go. And then there are other days and I'm just like, yo, I need my sister. I'm like, yo, Wendy, I probably annoy her as well, but I'm always like, yo, Wendy, this is fine. Wendy, does it sound right? Does it look right? Like, nah, Wendy, should I just this filter right? Wendy. And I always bother her and go see him because there's always that voice at the back that says, Usho. And then our job is to be like, when that voice says Usho, be like, fuck yeah. What you think? Like, what you think? Of course I'm sure as hell. Like, do you know who I am? Like, the confidence we have to be like, on Twitter, people will be so confident to be like, yeah, I'm the shit or whatever. We are still when your own insecurities, like, we are so ready to be like, if someone tells me shit, I'm ready to be like, I'm going to like or whatever. But do we tell our own inner selves that when something is creeping up at the back of us, being like, you're not good enough or you're not ready for this? Do we tell it to like, just like we tell other people to and now a voice in my head trying to tell me that I'm not good enough, I'm not the greatest that I can be. I'm ready. So I feel like we should start trusting ourselves more. Like Zithe, we'd be like, I'm a bad bitch. Like, and I'm a bad black bitch. Like, that's basically what you can say, excuse the language, but you can be like, yes, I'm a proud black bitch and I'm gonna own it. Yes, Temba, and end of story. And that was the first aspect. Be able to tell yourself with yes, after you do something and you make a decision or you're about to make a big decision in your life, be like, I'm not saying be reckless. I'm not saying be reckless with decision making. Calculate it with yourself. And then once you make decision, be like, yeah, I'm sure. So if anyone wants to add, they're just adding for the sake of adding, but you already know that you trust yourself. And in that way, you can trust yourself with different things. You can trust yourself with choosing the right friends. You can trust yourself with looking at the right contracts. You can trust yourself. You can trust yourself. Like, I'm not gonna get emotional, but you can trust yourself. Like, I find myself a lot of times when I'm feeling like lack of trust, I'd be like, yo, God, come through. Like, and God needs you to be able to come through for yourself as well. That's just pure facts. Like, God needs you to come through for yourself, because who's living here? Who's here physically? So God is just gonna give me the signs. But that's what I'm saying. You can put your trust in God, but you have to trust yourself. Trust God so you can trust yourself. Trust yourself so you can trust God. Works castle. So trust is very important, especially with our relationships. Relationships with ourselves are so important. I can't emphasize this enough. And this is basically what channel is a lot about. Being able to trust our own instincts. You find ourselves like 5 years down the line, be like, I knew it. There was this gut instinct, anyway, because we didn't trust our own instincts. Trust yourself. If something tells you to know something's wrong here, just make sure that everything's perfectly fine, so that you can go out there in confidence as shit. With the healthiness is being honest with ourselves. It's funny because again, it's too bad my sister's in here. She's at work, but she's always talking about how we're supposed to be honest with ourselves. Like, you can do something and you can run with it, but Master Book says that you just like yo, like say for example, and I'm not trying to like say there's some sort of way we're supposed to do or whatever. Sometimes I decide I'm gonna wear this dress, right? I like tight short dresses. It's just my thing. It's either it's a t-shirt or like it's a t-shirt kind of like either that baggy as hell or it's a tight short dress or it's a sweatpants. That's just my most comfortable clothes. So sometimes I wear them and then I go to church or go somewhere and then I'm like, yo, and I'm feeling uncomfortable because I wasn't honest with myself with this short dress is not for my church. I get uncomfortable when mama says something and then I have a panic because I have a lot of panicness. It's not a panic attack, that's why I said it's panicness. And then I panic because people are staring, but I was supposed to be honest with the dress, and if it's comfortable and you like it, fuck it. And if you're confident in it, you'll be like, rock it. But if you're wearing it and then you feel some sort of weird thing there about what society thinks, then you're supposed to be honest with yourself. No, I care about what they think. That's my point there. It's being honest that you care. Like you can say, yeah, I mean, I'm me, and then you get there and start staring, and you just like, you wallow down and you're not confident in yourself. If you're gonna own that short dress, own it. You look bad as hell in this dress, like in terms of bad, that's fire. You look fire as hell in that dress, so own it. I go to magic, it's about buga, and then you're feeling like, yo, Jesus Christ, no, own it. We're supposed to be honest with ourselves. That honesty and be able to tell ourselves what's color we don't fit in. Sometimes, even in friendships, I'm gonna start with friendships, then I'm gonna go to relationships. With friendships, we find ourselves, maybe in my younger days, a lot of times people like continue to do this, but maybe we try to force ourselves into friendship groups that we did not belong in. And I understand that friendship is about a give and take, and I'm still going to talk about the friendship aspects in another video. But why are we forcing ourselves into groups? We should talk to ourselves and understand, because let's be honest with ourselves, so that when we get into that friendship, we know what's so inside. Now you're feeling bad because you weren't honest with yourself. If you understand what's then you won't be bothered about some small silly thing, or you won't be bothered with because now we have to find love. And if you're honest with yourself, when you realize this is not for me, you leave. Why? It's supposed to look team. It's supposed to go to Benja. Like, I'm literally being honest. And if this is like, if you look at yourself and you see, no, this is not for me. Yeah, it's simple. Like, if you look at yourself and be like, this outfit is not for me, like always standing in that outfit. Yeah, just because it's trendy, just because this is gonna look good on you. Ban said they want to see you in some dress with a slit if you get now you're gonna dress it, wear it just because ban better where you going. Be honest with yourself and be like, no, Linda ain't funny. No, Linda's not healthy. How can you be honest to somebody else? Because now babes, to be honest with ourselves. Like, if we want to be the healthiest versions of ourselves, let's be honest with ourselves and let us understand ourselves. Like, I'm at the level, like, we're a singer, but at the level where I understand myself. Truly, like, you can't even shock me. Like, you can't shock me, like, Nijali, like, in terms of how I behave and why I'm behaving like that. I understand all my behavior, even my bad ones. I understand, yeah, this one is bad, this one is good. And then that's the first step, I think. That's the first step to being healthier for yourself, being able to understand yourself. Because if you don't, but because only say now exusions are extra and you're trying to be like that type of behavior because someone told you to and you're gonna run with it, that's not even who you are. So that's my point. Understand yourself. Understand when I'm angry, this is how I react. When I'm sad, this is how I react. So that's sad, and then you're like, really? Do I really look sad? And that's what you said, because I understand that I'm sad. I understand that I'm pissed off by this and this and this, and being able to calculate where exactly you got pissed off and why it pisses you off. What and the why. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like it's very important to understand yourself so that you don't get confused. Other people don't trick you into making you believe that you're somebody else. Like me, I am dating a video 100%, like people with everything going on with their life. If you're saying yes, then alright. But that's my point. Is that we say that we love ourselves, but our first priority is not ourselves. And not to say that the whole Ubuntu thing is like, oh my god, a bad thing. But if you fucking love yourself, Jesus, if you love yourself, your happiness comes before everything else. Not in a bad way, or not in any way, but your happiness comes first. Period. Ain't nobody can tell me anything else than that. Your happiness comes first at all times. Why are you choosing to not be happy? Why? I'm sure we must go around life and making everyone's life like hell or whatever. But love yourself. Choose yourself first. Like, where would we be if we all loved ourselves and chose our own happiness first? We're always so considerate. I'm not trying to hurt someone's feelings. Yes, you can be happy without hurting somebody else's feelings. I learned, and I don't like the whole aspect of like, if you're happy, someone has to be unhappy for you to be happy. Njani. Like, Njani. We can all be really happy. Like, we can all be really happy. We just all have to choose ourselves. Let's see, just 2023, so can just and see where it gets us. I just want to see that. Like, I just want to see who it would be, and if it doesn't work, it's fine. Choose yourself first at all times. Toxic landis, especially in these days, landis. You don't get toxic when you're toxic, toxic. But honestly, stop being toxic to yourself. Stop feeding yourself negative energy, which I'm not this, I'm not that. Why come on negative vibes? Work when and tell yourself how bad you are. Tell yourself how successful you're going to be. Tell yourself that you're already successful. Claim it. Claim that thing, because it's yours. It's already yours. Just ask for it and it's yours. So claim it. Stop being like, oh my god, I'm trying to be humble on that shit. You don't have to be like some person who's making themselves cocky. But go extend and tell yourself good things. Go extend, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, guys, I love you. Like, I really do. Like, it's not even a joke. I'll say I'm playing it. And I'm not even lying. The first thing you do if you look at yourself in the morning, you look the prettiest. Not even gonna lie, with the small eyes and just smile in the mirror and you'll see how pretty you are. Everyone looks pretty, exciting. But everyone looks pretty, exciting. Wake up in the morning, tell yourself good things. Put good thoughts in yourself. Stop being toxic to yourself. Once you start telling yourself you're not good enough or you don't have this, you're welcoming it to denying is this. But tell yourself with yes, I'm gonna have this, I have this. And own it. Literally. Society, again, I'm gonna put in sociology in this because I study for a reason. Like, society plays a huge role in how we view ourselves and how we value ourselves. But we should stop making it feel as if it owns us. Who created society? And if we weren't here, there wouldn't be a society. Why are we being dictated by it when we should dictate to society? You get what I'm saying? So I understand people be like, oh my god, ngibone man on Instagram. They were looking gorgeous. Pick it up because now we're gorgeous because I went. But how does someone else's gorgeousness affect you? How does someone else winning affect you? Aren't you winning in your own area? Aren't you supposed to win? Mind you, be supposed if president now if we're president, guys, win in your own right. Can't this be something that you are happy about? So when you just won $1 million or someone just graduated, then you're just like, yo, how? When not that we are doing, but why does someone else's success have to dictate anything about your life? Yeah, but now why aren't you living your own, enjoying your own? That's just my point, and I hope people can understand that it's not coming in a bad way. I'm literally not trying to attack anybody, but why are we so concerned? Yes, we follow people's lives. We follow Big Brother vibes, Grimwood family. We follow them, but mind you, they're supposed to make us feel some type of way. No, darling. Absolutely not. I want us to get involved in how can we improve ourselves. Whether you can improve ourselves physically, if that's what we think we want. We can improve ourselves physically. I'll add, I think I'll just do a reel on my Instagram of my daily fitness routine, and I'll show that to everybody, and people can share it as well. You can share it and tag me, and you can be part of self-loving ourselves. And part of this process of we are loving ourselves more. Gym, up and down the streets, and just check how that makes you feel. Every day saying, no man damn by masubuya emsebenzini. Jog and kalen kwa patres schools that's my street. But jog and see how it makes you feel. Do something different and see how it makes you feel. If we are once like you know share pads, was wait Jesus, I couldn't breathe, almost died. Share pads. Try something else. If watching YouTube channels makes you feel better, share pads the fitness more once in do that. And there's different ways of doing that. Eating right. I'm afraid I'm Nandi and Namngiawal. But how about we just try something? Let's say once a week we try a healthy meal. Add a little salads there, utinje fafa spinach, uti fafa butternut, good salads that you're not gonna be like, jeez, nanga broccoli mukhinya. Yabo? Good salads that you feel like are interesting, spice them up there if you want to add the flavor. But add okay once a week. And also words of affirmation. But how about we try giving our own selves words of affirmation? Wake up in the morning and decide every morning you're gonna wake up first thing in the morning, go to the mirror and tell yourself, I'll say like tell yourself how gorgeous you are. Tell yourself how successful you're going to be. Tell yourself how good you look. Tell yourself how smart you are. Challenge. Like a lot of people like saying, as if we is a bad thing. Get your ban. I tell me exactly. So wake up in the morning and tell yourself good things. Tell you I love you. Tell yourself I love you. Tell yourself you're pretty, you are smart. You are born for greatness. You are born for success. Mommy, like tell yourselves good things, words of affirmation every morning. And if you want to share pants, try something else. There was going to share pants, but try something that works for you. If you feel like the fitness, you don't have time for it, try the salad once a month. If you feel like we are busy little salad, tell yourself good things in the morning. Try something that's gonna make you improve. Whatever fits for you, try it. And trust me, you won't even regret it. Lighter you. Spoiler. Guys, me, all the people who know me, I'm the minister of spoiling myself. Like when one's with cash, mental health being at it. Take a note. Cotton on. Like that's online, because but try spoiling yourself. That's the first thing I think of. But just get on take a lot and be like, oh yes, I might need a sort. Like try spoil yourself. If that means spoil yourself and be like, oh I'm trying to KFC. Spoil yourself. I'm such a big believer of solo dates. Like I go there, I used to hate them at first and be like, oh Jesus, until I realized the point is not about team. That is not the important part. The important part is that you're there to give yourself a beautiful meal. That's it. Big believer of solo dates. Like I used to go there and be like, yo, it's awkward. People are like staring at me. Until I realized, when I went back and back, I realized the point is not about them looking at you. It's about you going to spoil yourself. Your meal, it's a go away. So that you can go spoil yourself. No. So go there and spoil yourself. Another forms, checkers, surprise, spa. Go buy yourself a snack. Go buy yourself, Jesus, sticks. You know those smaller sticks, they're gorgeous as well. I love them. Man, once okay, today I'm having a little rough day. I know I'm not supposed to be eating sweets in terms of like gymming wise. But I go there, must need like just and say happy. Do something that makes you happy. If you want to go, I'm the price we take a gym and get a parat. on a random day uno-100 rand ogcina, hamba uthenga i-Big Mac and make yourself happy. Spoil yourself. Awudinge ukulinda i-payday, awudinge ukulinda kuze kunethe imvula noma kuze kunethe igazi. Go spoil yourself. Uhlulwa yini ulinde bani uthi spoil ngabe spoiler wena ulinde ba? Bani bangakuspoiler phela mebethanda cause tell me and show me how you can improve yourself. Show me and tell me in the comment section how you can make yourself the healthiest version of yourself. As cool men, let's discuss and then we can help each other. Nam your go to once. That's the way crazy. And I try it and I see what's it's making me lighter. If I don't, I come back and be like, hey, yes, that didn't work for me. Then maybe it can work for somebody else. Let's talk. Let's not be afraid to nurture ourselves. Let's not be afraid. So thank you everybody for watching this video again. I thought it was dry. I have to go take a sip of something so I can get better. But thank you for watching this channel. Thank you. I really appreciate it, and I really hope you find happiness and find some sort of relief and some sort of growth from watching this video today. And I'll see you next time on the next video. See you, Shabida.